Hello, this is Henry and welcome to Graphics, Gears, and Wires. In this second part of our CorelDRAW Tools of the Trade series, we'll be talking about the shape tools. This video is intended for the beginner, but as always in this series, we'll be trying to share some tips and shortcuts that should help even the seasoned professional. First, let's look at the shape tool icon. Notice the small flyout arrow in the lower right corner. This indicates there are other tools nested here. The shape flyout contains the following tools: the shape tool, the smooth tool, the smear tool, the twirl tool, the attract tool, the repel tool, the smudge tool, and the roughen tool. We'll talk about all of these tools soon, but first let's have a look at the shape tool. You can select an object using the shape tool. Notice how this selection is different from when you used the pick tool in a previous lesson. There is no center point or control handles in this selection, only a marquee around the object outline and these open square points around the outside. These points are called nodes. Nodes are used to control the shape of an object in CorelDRAW. You can select a node by clicking it or dragging over it. You can select multiple nodes by holding down Shift and clicking them or dragging around them. When a node is selected, you may see handles with arrows radiating from the node. These handles can be used to reshape curves. Create a node by double-clicking an object's outline with the shape tool. You can also add a node by clicking an outline to select it, and then clicking the Add Node button here. You can delete a node by double-clicking it, or by selecting one or more nodes and either pressing the Delete key or using the Delete Node button on the toolbar. There are three types of nodes in CorelDRAW X8. They are symmetrical, smooth, and cusp nodes. Symmetrical nodes are used to control curves where both handles should be of the same length and both handles should face away from each other. Smooth nodes are used to control curves where the handles should be of different lengths, but they should still point away from each other at opposite angles. Both smooth and symmetrical nodes are used to create smooth, curvy shapes. The final node type is the cusp node. Cusp nodes are used to control and create corners. The control handles of these nodes may have different lengths or directions. Nodes can be broken apart to create open objects. Notice that an open object cannot be filled. Nodes can also be combined by dragging one end node over another, snapping them together. They can also be joined by selecting both nodes and clicking the Join Node button. Nodes can behave a bit differently when dealing with advanced objects like the ellipse, the rectangle, and those made with the polygon tool. We will discuss this behavior further in a later lesson. Objects are made up of not only nodes, but the lines between them. These line segments may be either curved or straight. You can toggle the properties of a line segment by selecting it with the shape tool and using the Convert to Line or Convert to Curve buttons. Notice how these different line segment types respond to being dragged. Notice how they affect the adjacent nodes. Now let's take a look at the other shape editing tools. Starting at the bottom, we have the roughen tool. This can be used to apply a rough texture around the outside of objects. It works by adding nodes of varying size and direction. You can change the size, frequency, dry out, and pen tilt of the roughen tool. Above the roughen tool, we have the smudge tool. Once again, you can change the size and dry out. You can also set the tool to use your pen's stylus pressure and sensitivity to control size and angle. Next, you have the repel and attract tools. These tools push or pull curves according to their size and rate settings. You can use pen pressure with these tools. Above the attract tool, we have the twirl tool. This tool can be used to add twirls and spirals to shapes. The size, rate, and direction of the twirl can be set here. Above the twirl tool is the smear tool. Notice how this tool is similar to the smudge tool, yet it moves and distorts the existing shape rather than adding new nodes. Finally, we have the smooth tool. The smooth tool can be used to clean up rough objects and reduce the number of nodes along an outline. You can control the size and rate here, as well as set the tool to use pen pressure. That's about it for the shape tools. We'll cover some more advanced techniques in a later lesson. Thank you for watching. If you've learned something, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We want to hear from you. Send us an email to info@graphicsgearsandwires.com or leave your feedback in the comments.